Greetings, demons, and welcome to Warhammer Weekly, episode 97. So we actually have a decent amount of stuff to go over from a variety of different Warhammer and Games Workshop games, which is always nice to see. So without further ado, let's jump into it and discuss the topics.
Not the leader of a cult, RabbitWithAxe.
And starting out in the Horus Heresy bit 30k, we finally have the 30k version of Angron, and specifically the demon version of Angron. And honestly, this may be my favourite Angron model that we've ever had. And I know we've not had that many. We've had, I want to say 4. I think it is actually 3, but I'm going to say 4 for now. Different models of Angron from different time periods, different, designs for him, different points in, his life. We do have a more classic Primarch, from 30k. We obviously have the Demon Primarch from 40k as well, and I'm pretty sure we have another that I just am misremembering right now. But yeah, we now have the 30k Demon Primarch of Angron, and he looks absolutely fantastic. A lot of lovely, lovely detail. He's absolutely murdering a Blood Angel below him by the looks of it, but yeah, so much detail, so much just spikes and armor and just nonsense going on with him, and it's so interesting how he looks this different compared to his 40k incarnation. Obviously in 40k he's far more hulking, he's far more, I guess, monstrous. In 30k here he is he's a lot more just kind of generically strong looking, he's tall, he's imposing, he's got a wide stance, there's a lot of stuff that really makes him just look powerful. And obviously the gigantic wings are exceptional, and I do think they are worse than the 40k wings, but the pure size of them is so good, honestly. This is an excellent model. I'm not a huge fan of World Eaters in general, but yeah, this is an amazing model for Angron, and yeah, there's not really much else to say about it. But besides Angron, we did also get the reveal of the brand new Lutara Sarin model, and yeah, of course, she is the mistress of the Conqueror, the flagship for the World Eaters. And, yeah, she looks how I expect her to, based on, the few, novels and stuff that I've had her on the cover, and just the various other bits of art that have been released over time. She looks pretty much how I expect her. She's got a fatigue, she's got the handprint over her chest there, and, yeah, looks pretty good overall, if a little bit simple. I do like the World Eater, symbol knee pads, as well as the, I guess, epaulets, is it? The little things on her, well, not on her shoulders, just in front of them. Kind of weird in that way, but yeah, a lot of great details here, and absolutely just an excellent character to finally have in plastic form. And yeah, overall, 2 very great reveals, and I'm sure plenty of people are going to be using, especially the new Angron, for their 40k matches. I'm sure it's on the same size base. I can't say that for certain because it doesn't specify, but I'm sure you'd be able to use him in your 40k as, as a stand-in for regular Angron, and honestly, even if you're just a Horus Heresy player, you are eating good right now if you're a World Eaters fan. So, yeah, very cool to get 2 brand new World Eaters characters, and I can't wait to see what else we get in the future. And moving on into the old world, we have not a full reveal, but we do have 2 little models to go over, and that is some corrupted frogs. And yeah, I'm not so sure what these are about. They're arcane frogs. They're little boys. One of them's got multiple eyes. The one's rotting in a weird way. I wonder if these are in some way related to, I don't even know, related to chaos in some, a roundabout way. With Old World, I'm not too, sure on how the lore works around chaos and stuff. But yeah, the green frog especially is very Nurgle coded. And with the extra eye on the brownish, tan frog, I'd almost go with, Zechian, even though it's not the colours. It just very much gives me that sort of vibe. But yeah, these guys are adorable, even if one of them is, covered in maggots and everything. It's a bit gross, but yeah, I do like these little guys, and they are trying to call them Miniature of the Year, which I think has a good chance. We often get these little guys, getting very, very popular throughout the year. I feel like Games Workshop in general tries to force it a little bit too much, especially with their article headlines and stuff like that. But yeah, some great little guys, and I'm sure we'll see more, context for these guys in the future. But yeah, 2 little arcane frogs, love to see it, and we'll move on. And jumping into some Middle-earth strategy battle games from Lord of the Rings content, we have the announcement of the brand new Bolg, Spawn of Azog, which is Bolg's warg, as well as him on foot. And yeah, a lot of people have been questioning what's going to be happening with Bolg's warg for a while. This has been brought up a few times. I haven't really been too involved in it, but essentially the base size for wargs changed. But Bolg's warg has always been on a oval base. That's what I understand at least, and that's also, I think, what it says in the article. But now, with a new model, it means that the bases will be standardized. He's on the 40mm for the warg, and I think it's a 32 for the standard on-foot figure. And yeah, honestly, it looks really good. Not really knowing the, character very well. I think this guy still looks pretty cool. I like the armor setup, and the warg itself looks pretty nice as well. Not really too much to go over with it, but definitely some nice models here, and I'm sure people that are fans of Bolg are going to be fans of this model, because it is definitely going to be an upgrade over the previous one, though. Once again, I don't know the previous models. I'm not well knowledged, I guess. I don't know that much when it comes to Middle-earth strategy battle game, but yeah, definitely looks good, and very exciting to get a new model. And so that leaves us with the Rumour Engine for the 11th of February 2025, and it is the leg of some sort of beast. I couldn't say for sure what it was. It almost to me looks like the leg of like a wolf or something more canid. It could really go for any sort of animal. This could be a horse for all I know, but yeah, definitely an interesting bit of leg to be shown, and there's not really too much to be said about it, unfortunately. Other than that, it doesn't give away too much. This could go for a lot of different games within the Games Workshop space, and yeah, I think in general I'd probably lean towards it being AOS or Old World, but it could honestly go anywhere. It could even end up being Middle Earth, though we don't tend to get Rumour Engines for Middle Earth stuff, so I kind of doubt it. But either way, very interesting. If this ends up being some new Fenris wolves or whatever for the for the space wolves, that'll be pretty funny. But yeah, with that being said, that is really all I can say about it. So yeah. And on that note, that's going to be it for this episode of Warhammer Weekly. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe and enter, and ring that bell so you never miss upload. Otherwise, comment below thoughts and feelings about any of the topics we've discussed. Are you interested in getting that Angron miniature for 30k or indeed for 40k to proxy in? I think it's a really good model. If I was a World Eaters fan, in general, I would definitely pick it up. It is a very cool looking model. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Culture's a disease, but we'll survive. I just wanna take